explain how to get it?
Well, like, okay, so how did you get your contract? How did you know that it went from number to number?
Because it's subtracting 10
From a number.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we need to have a number. I have no idea what to do.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, your contract is perfect. Then explain your example. How did you come up with this?
In order to get an example, we need to have the function name and then the variable, which could be any number. We pick 15.
Great. Okay, so sub 10, 15 is the same as writing this.
Yeah.
And how did you know to put minus 15, 10?
Top, left, right.
Okay, and then your code? How did you go from your example to your code?
We turn the variable, which is 15, into x.
Great.
So the function and the variable.
Perfect. Now, I was watching you two, and I saw you get the code before you got your example. You wrote perfect code. You wrote this instantaneously. And then you went back and wrote in your example. And you got your example wrong. So tell the class, what did you do? This is a really good learning opportunity. Tell the class, what was wrong with the example the first time around?
We put the 10 first before the variable.
Yeah, you guys had it sort of swapped. You were not the only group to do that. So the lesson is, in the future, make sure you do your examples first. Please. Make sure they make sense to you. Then jump to code. But you figured it out, which is awesome. You got it right. Well done. Manny and Jakai, you got your contract perfectly correct. How did you get it? Good. Okay. And you got your code perfectly correct. Sort of. No, it looks right to me. That's true. You're right. I didn't even catch that. You're right. Okay. But basically, you got the body of your function right. You got the header of the function right. But you also started with your code and then filled in your example. What's wrong with your example? Yeah. You can't put an X up there. What should that be? Yeah. Say it again. This word example is meant so that you can say, give me an example of a number. An example of a number. Always do your examples first. So you guys got the right code? Kudos. But if you were writing more and more complex stuff, which you're going to do today, you're not going to be able to jump here. So you've got to get in the mindset of examples. Code is right. Good. This is Mara and Yuritsa, right? Okay, can you guys explain your contract?
Our contract includes the app and the number because it takes a number and gives you the half of the number.
Perfect. Very nice. Question, comment? Can you do it really, really fast? And Paul and Oliver, so you didn't finish the code, but tell me about your contract and your example.
Our contract, we got an image, you give it a number like the size of a rectangle, and it gives you an image of the rectangle.
Okay. Paul, can you come to the board and draw me? You're going to draw me a rectangle. It's going to be solid and red, and I want it to be of size 50, just like you said. Okay, not bad, but that's not the right size. I want it to, it's 50 wide, but that's not as tall as I want it to be. So can you draw a rectangle of size 50? Why not? You don't know the other dimension. check out your contract again. What's missing? Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so if you speak, I'll write. So, yep. Good. Okay. What else needs to be fixed then? Yep. What do we need? Here. L. W. Okay.
Rectangle. And solid.
Good. Okay. So this will work. There's one part about it that's a little bit funky. I mean, it'll work. Can anybody see what might be a little weird about it? Say again. What about the example? Yeah, we put the 5 on the right-hand side here, but then we put it on the left-hand side here. So technically this would work. Oh, actually no, it wouldn't, because we did the correct order here. We did LW, LW, but here we did WL. So yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. Good catch. Okay. So the moral of the story is be really careful about your examples. Make sure they're right. If you get the example right, you're home free. I'm really happy to see that all of you are getting contracts instantaneously. The ability to go from a problem statement directly to a contract, you're halfway there. Because the contract, as you see, gives you a lot of stuff for your examples. Yeah. With practice, you'll get it. I mean, when you see example, without even thinking, you should know automatically, oh, I better check out my contract because I have to write the function. Like, just out of habit, you'll start realizing, oh, I better put it there. When you're wondering how many things need to go, how many inputs need to go here, you'll just start thinking, oh, I better check out the domain. It needs one number. Oh, it needs 2 numbers, things like that. So you'll just start picking that up. If you find yourself lost, so if you've just written open parentheses and you're like, what comes next? What comes next? Just look upward on your paper, right? So like, look to see if the contract is anything useful. Look to see if the example is anything useful. If you do each step by step, then the answer is always something you just did in the previous step. That's why it's a recipe. That's why this tool is going to save you. All right.